And we're back, everyone, to Amnesia The Dark Descent. And adjusting my headset, because it's slightly painful. So, a bit late getting to this recording. I've just been watching Death and stuff. Since he's back and uploading. Oh boy, is he uploading at times. But yes, more Amnesia.
9th of August 1839. I can't stop sweating and shaking. The warding ritual was not something of a sane mind. I did not even realize the dungeon was still in use. Alexander had his servants bring one of the prisoners, a murderer, he told me. Alexander made all the arrangements, but he said I had to perform the ritual in order to have the right effect. The shadow could be led astray by the blood of another. Killing the man would provide us precious time. What else could I do? Alexander said it had to be done. He is saving my life. I don't have the luxury of argument.
Alexander said it had to be done, so I murdered a person. Yeah.
Seriously, Daniel, grow a frickin' pound. Need your crystal clear on Sandy. Oh no, it's not working. 2 levers on the floor are not working. It's probably some problem with the machinery. And some oil. Not much, but some oil. Let's see if I didn't have those oil canisters. That probably would have filled me up. And then some. Anyway. It won't budge. And this way is just a tinderbox. So it's worth it, at least for that. I made sure we get all them tinderboxes. Probably missed one somewhere, and I'll be sad once I beat the thing and I don't get the achievement. So anyway, there's a staircase I mentioned that we might have seen from the dungeon. I'm not sure. Probably wasn't. We can look for, I don't know, an opening in the wall while we're going down, I suppose. Just light the torches if I really want to. I mean, I have enough tinder boxes after all. Might as well use them for something. And no, I didn't see any openings, so must be a different spiral staircase. Speaking of tinderboxes, yeah, pick up the tinderbox. Thing under here? No, the barrels. Barrels are useful, as I've demonstrated. They are an essential hiding device. If used properly. Oop, almost missed that one. No. Now it's decently lit up. And my eyes.
Agrippa, I need you to stay awake. Can you feel the syringe?
No, I can't feel anything.
No,
Alexander?
Yes.
Soon, I won't even be able to move, will I?
Your life is safe.
I don't doubt that. But will it be worth living?
Probably not. Probably not. North brings to a question, though. Was Alexander trying to prolong his life, or Agrippa's? Maybe both. Go to the laboratory. It won't budge. Because despite how strong Daniel is, you apparently can't just rip those off. Mixed feelings. Daniel doesn't make sense. Sometimes he's strong, sometimes he's not. Gotta get more adrenaline going. Ah, zombie!
Help me. Pull the switch.
This one? Sure, why not?
Thank you. You have my gratitude. My name is Agrippa. Who might you be?
I was trying to get this stuck in
Daniel?
here.
Like the prophet thrown into the lion's den? Tell me, are you among the lions, Daniel? You want to stop Alexander? Oh my, so Babylon shall fall, you say? You worry too much. Alexander is toothless without an awe.
But he has one.
That's not very promising at all. The sanctum is basically impenetrable, but guess why not? It could be breached by another, but Alexander broke his, my oath, a long time ago. Really? Well, if you tell the truth, by all means, seek out the pieces of the broken oath and bend away. I believe he uses them for torture now. They practically leak matter, which is quite useful, I understand. There should be 6 of them. Look around the choir and the transept. You should be able to find them there.
Just being a dick. Okay.
I hate to bother you further.
He's gonna keep talking.
If you're really going after Alexander, would you consider taking me with you?
No.
I know it sounds ridiculous. Look at me. But if you find anything concerning a man named Johann Weyer, would you please bring it to me? I believe he was working on a way to help him. A recipe for some sort of potion, a tonic, to free me from this husk of mine.
So I'm not entirely sure how this works. It's probably gonna keep talking.
What lever? Oh, that one. So many of Alexander's things are breaking down. Look around. Maybe the other room. There are machine parts hidden all over this place. You'll find a way to fix it.
Now then, this right here isn't obvious. It's obscure as hell.
Who, me? I'm Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa.
Yeah, we know.
I was once quite important here. Baron Alexander has sustaining my soldiers in dead heart for years. Who knows how many? Hundreds, I presume.
Agrippa doesn't shut up. Surface thing. Okay, so 2 doors. Also note we are safe in this area. Might seem like we're not, but we are. Still have way too many tinderboxes. This area though, well, we're still mostly safe. I'm going to have to check every one of these because there could be tinderboxes. As demonstrated. Yeah, I could light the torches in all of them, but that's pointless. That moldy bread. There's practically more cells in here than there were in the dungeon. Also, a hunk of meat. Because, you know, fresh. Somehow I doubt it's fresh. Nothing in there. Oop, flashback.
I know this. I've been here already. I know this taste. A taste of Damascus rose obfuscating the truth in a dim haze. They may sweep the traces from my memory, but my body remembers. These cuts speak volumes, even though my mind remains silent. They will be back. They will be back.
So, prisoner. Basically, yeah, feed them the amnesia drink so they forget what happened to them. And then you re-torture them over and over until they expire. Bit twisted, but really screwed up. Well, that's amnesia for you. Also, this one. Oh no! Spooky smoke! Seriously, Daniel. Also, if there is seriously one of them in there, I'm going to be upset. Oh god. I have to check now. Just to be thorough. Apple. Oh god. So now we're freaking out. We're still on a slight headache. But yeah, oh no. People are tortured in hell. I need to react. No, Daniel, you don't need to react. Just freaking out for the good of freaking out. Okay, so I know what I have to do and all that. But I actually want to explore this area in advance. Gone too far, the man was suffocating as he could no longer breathe properly between the lashes. Displeased, he started to look for the Damascus rose oil. I think Damascus rose is what they use to make them forget. I need to finish this. Okay, so now then, this segment is dangerous.
Shimmering.
As demonstrated. Was it this part already? I think that's later. Yes, I think it's later. Okay, yeah, it's later. Anyway. This place has a very dick mechanic. It has flashbacks. Or inconvenient.
Just a little further.
It's like Orpheus descending into the underworld.
Are you hiding something?
Have you been to the underworld, Daniel?
Never mind. Your intuition is remarkable.
I'm not sure I'm following.
It doesn't matter. It's just a myth after all.
I'm not sure what that hints at. Okay, so that door I thought was maybe the one that connects to the cistern, but I doubt given the level we're on. Okay, so here's the thing. He's probably gonna wander this way, which is bad for me. Yep, bad for me. Hi. Don't look this way. Don't mind me. Oop. Maybe he's wandering off, hopefully. Maybe he's going to patrol back, which would be inconvenient. And let's listen. Hopefully he's gone enough. Music's still playing, of course. Just in case. So yeah, here's a segment we can actually miss, depending on things, if we don't come here at a certain point. And that's why we're here. not sure where that armor's from. Can't exactly place it. Almost lost so much once again start over. Ever since I recovered the orb first found by Agrippa, I was depending on it for most of my research. Its dealing with Wilhelm made me most impetuous. Fearing a paucity of prisoners, I proceeded with the final ritual without proper foresight. The orb cracked and fell into its parts. Tried everything, but I've yet to mend the thing. Did you try tar? He didn't try tar, did he? Unless I can think of a way to piece it together, I will have to find another. There's still life in the pieces, and even if the orb isn't restored, I might be able to salvage some of its power for some other purpose. The entries have passed in vain, and I begin to wonder if I will ever be able to see my love again. How much longer can it sustain my life? Also, tablets. Research into the orbs and all that, I suppose. And yes, Stefano. And again, and again, and again, and again. But it is our tinderbox. Does not appear to be a tinderbox. Not sure what that is. See, why don't we use... Could be a warding thing. You don't need to use people for warding rituals. Then again, maybe you do. Going to this game's logic. Oh well, at least we got the tinderbox. And the Order of the Black Eagle. Black eagles are actually vicious creatures. Frickin' Far Cry 4 is in the indication. Okay, please tell me he's not back out. Don't really want to just go spraying into douche face. Man, this segment's usually always dangerous. Just dangerous.
12th of August, 1839. Banishment ritual is taking longer than expected, and we have to do what is needed.
Not the warden
I spend
ritual.
my time helping out the prisoners. Being around these degenerates makes me ill. None of them even tries to face their punishment with any kind of dignity. They taunt me with their lies of innocence and their cowardly pleas of mercy. What can make a man fall so far from the grace of a civilized existence? They are all wicked men, and I remind myself of it constantly. Still, I am thankful for God sending these monsters our way, as they will serve as the instruments of my salvation. I try to study the different tools in the torture chamber and learn how to use them effectively. Last time was messy, and the effect suffered from my inexperience. When the next warding is to be performed, I shall be ready.
Yeah, Daniel's getting a bit too much into this. Just a lot. Also a bucket of tar. We'll probably need that. No tender parties? Doesn't look like it. Whoop. Almost missed you. Okay. That noisy room is relevant, but later on. For now, it's not really that relevant. Make sure there's nothing outside. Herp, herp, herp. Yeah, that doesn't seem good at all. Victor's horses move him as physical depression top. That could fit an ore. And a lot of things. Grab the diamond seeds and over it by a man named Johann Wire. Heard that before. Helpers need to enter the inner sanctum. In the torture rooms. 5,010 monsters. Apparently not. Apparently not. Yeah, we shouldn't try to go for that. That would just be a bad idea. Anyway, hopefully it's safe. Hopefully.
Is this ill-timed missing Daniel? If so, blame yourself. You started this. You sent me that letter asking for help, and this is how you repay me? How dare you!
Hey, I'm just trying to get down to you. You can stop freaking out. It's a simple misunderstanding. I just want to come down there and have a chat with you. Not my fault you locked the way behind you. Probably read my notes.
These cells are meant to hold prisoners who are under treatment. The people you send for will end up here. Remember that the confinement itself works as a preamble to the torture, and you should pace yourself. Don't take anyone before they are ready.
Understood.
Sounds from the torture chambers are shuttled in through those pipes in the ceiling. Manage your victims well, and let one prisoner's pain instill terror in his cellmate.
Gotta inspire Phil to spread Phil. I think we're good.
How are things coming? Alexander is quite impressive in many ways, but he has grown impatient.
Oh, good for him. Where's the shovel back, Al? There's spiders everywhere. That doesn't make me feel better at all. I had all the torches lit. You know what? I'm sure I had all these torches lit. What the hell, game? Unnecessary using torches. It says use of torches. But whatever. I can do what I want. It's not like I have lacking definitely not lacking for tender monsters.
Do whatever it takes.
Working on that.
Daniel, you have gone too
Ain't
far.
that the spiders?
I have to stop you. I can't let you proceed
Seriously,
any further.
what were you
I'm
freaking
sorry,
out
my
about?
friend.
Oh no, the castle shook. Oop, nope, the spiders are back. Well, maybe they're not. Maybe they are. There's at least one. Refusing. Now then, Agrippa, how did the shovel get up, Bill? We have two boxes.
Something else.
Yeah.
You got the doors open? Good going. I knew you could do it.
Yeah. I'm going to stab myself. Come on.
By me? And the next best thing. Alexander really wanted none other than Johann Wire.
No, didn't you? Alexander went.
Enough with Alexander. And enough with you. You noisy git. So now then. I can't pull it up. Also, we have the most creepy music. Also, it's weird. We can see the thing turning its shadow, but yeah, we can't see our shadow. I don't think it's actually possible for us to fall into the well. I mean, it is possible. Then that's the first time I've actually died. That was... Why am I back here? Do I still have it? Okay, that was silly.
How are things coming?
I was stupid at grip.
My pupil. Yes, I do.
Yeah, take pride all you want. I'm a bit busy right now. Let's, oh shoot. Found the transept isn't the bad section yet. Such filthy thought. Good men can safely cheer their departures. They are nothing but a burden to mankind. They shall not be missed. Oh, Daniel, you're screwed up. No, there is no threats here. This place is just creepy.
How much more, Baron?
Yes.
How much more am I supposed to withstand? Kill me, Orphan! Kill me!
This one. Prepare him.
Herp, herp. Just creepy. There's a very atmosphere to put you on edge. A lot. Well, at least you look your regular self. Then again, I only have a slight headache. Still onto you. Don't get me wrong, I'm still onto you. Oil. I'll be on look for them tinder boxes though. Tinder boxes. Some string. It's useful. It's relevant. Is it you, my love, I missed the most? Or is it perhaps myself? I know why I become. I am not blind. I'm a monster to them. A demonic sultan perched on a dark mountaintop. There's little I can do to redeem myself. The Black Eagle fears me, and after Napoleon's defeat, it is only a matter of time before they demand my head on a platter. I must remove myself from this land. This time it must work. If I can't return home now, I shall perish. Nope. Nope. Yes. There are quite a few things to be said about torture. I had figured that the reaction I would get from victims would be highly individual. Thankfully, this is not the case. The humans offer a very similar approach to dealing with physical pain. And this musical note is just being a bit too loud. And the terror of anticipation. Can't stress enough the importance of restraining the victims before proceeding. Even the most timid creature can break out if it's fit. In fits of violence, where the strength exceeds their expected powers. Yeah, it's called adrenaline, you dumbass. You're supposed to be this smart, you should know what that is. Proper care has not been put into breaking the victim. This should not be a problem, but it would so hinder the effect I am after. The right steps to take are therefore to restrain while the victim is still dazed. Proceed by presenting the form of torture you're about to apply, and then continue on with the attract. The point of presentation is to infuse terror. The mind is extremely efficient, as to trigger itself into greater fear, simply by imagining it. When applying pain, make sure to avoid massive damage, as it will prove more efficient if the process can be sustained. So do it slowly. Also apply the pain in doses. If possible, spray to let the body settle. If you're whipping or cutting the victim, strike once. Wait for the pain to subdue, then strike again. As long as the body suffers, it will continue to produce the vitae and saturate the blood with its properties. Only with careful performance will the victim yield maximum effect. If the victim doesn't behave as expected, it's likely that all will be for naught. Before this happens, feed them their amnesia drink, and try again later. So there you go, hope you all learned how to properly torture everyone. And that was a tinderbox. Yay, tinderbox. Now then. I was expecting it to be, you know, creepy Alexander. Sorry about this. The area is safe. It's just designed to freak you out. It comes to really sap your sanity fast, though. They're just standing in now. Poke. The kidnapper sat on her knees with her hands tied behind her back. She felt her hands being lifted and her body followed. Her shoulders gave way to the weight of her own body and cracked loudly. The suspended woman cried hysterically as the man contemplated their next step. Luckily, we have illustrations. Because, you know, why not? Ooh, tin pots. So now then, because, you know, why not? Yep, that after's over. Oh boy, so now we gotta go blurry vision. Now that I'm pretty sure. After that body wasn't there before, was it? Game, you're just screwing with me. I'm pretty sure Alexander's fate is gonna be distorted uphill. Yep. Alexander done gone creepy again. Yep. I got this, there's that one. I'm probably gonna actually pass out here soon, given how freaked out Daniel is. Like, holy crap, is he freaking out. The rapist hanged upside down, his tail soiled with blood flooding from his belly. The saw between his legs had lodged itself in the hip and wouldn't move any further. The men stepped back and waited for the victim to betray Yep. Despite the loud pitch, we have basically hit ... Daniel's having an episode and falling on the ground. It happens once you reach that low. But yeah, that's a pretty horrible way to go. That's pretty horrible. Okay, so technically we get a note that tells us about what we need, but I haven't actually got the note. I'm just, well, I've done this how many playtimes? Well, technically only like twice. But yeah, I've seen this done how many times? I think that resolves some of my sanity loss. Until I go into the next room. If I remember, like getting like all 3 ore pieces in an area puts you at crystal clear sanity anyway, so it's not too bad. Remember though, it is no actual threat, so just keep reminding yourself that.
The cradle is ready.
Good.
You're a man! How can you partake in this?
Is he all right?
He is one of the wicked. Don't pay his lies any attention.
I'm not a bad man! It was an accident!
He set a man on fire.
It wasn't my fault! Why won't anyone listen?
That's horrible.
Of course. We are dealing with monsters here.
Yeah, I'm on flashback. This is the one thing I have about this game is the flashbacks do slow you down a bit. For example, more flashbacks.
No, please! Do anything! Whatever you want! Anything! I'll do anything! I'm innocent!
So yeah. The arsonist kept crying as he was slowly lowered on and off that power. It didn't take much to break him. They had meant for him to die, but the torture was working beyond their expectations. It was the method. It was the arsonist. He was different from the others. They could make him forget again. So yeah. Painful way to go. Probably won't actually kill you, too. Okay. But yeah, crystal clear. Doesn't matter that we're in an insane room. We are crystal clear. Gotta make sure we have all them tender boxes, though. Okay, now we can leave, I think. Hopefully I got all the tender boxes. Just the shadow being a dick. There is no threat here. There is no threat here. As far as I remember, there is no threat here, though. It's just atmospheric. It's made to make you on edge. Because, you know, torture and dark hallways and creepiness. Thick liquid spread across his tongue. He swallowed his sweet to Mary drop. He looked through the window at the wide new game. I was trying to read.
That is good to see. You seem to have found all the ore pieces used in the transfer. Go to the choir and find the rest.
Yeah, I'm going to need a break before that. Anyway, in the next episode, we'll finish off getting the torture pieces and such. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all, and have a nice day.